So you've just purchased a new Xperia device and want to get set up as quickly and efficiently as possible. This video will go step by step through the process and even show you how you can transfer all the relevant data from your old device to make the transition to your new Xperia as comfortable as possible. Try to make sure you insert your SIM card before you get started, or you may need to insert it and restart in the middle of setup. Inserting the SIM card is very simple, as your Xperia does not require any tools to remove the SIM card tray. Find the power button, which could be in slightly different places depending on the model. Some have the power button separate from the fingerprint scanner and some are combined. Then hold this button until the phone vibrates slightly to turn it on for the first time. On the welcome screen, you can select some options. First of all, you can already select your language, but you can also select some visual aids like magnification, font size, or even text-to-speech to help you with the use of your phone. Hit Get Started, and you can move on to the first step where you can read and agree to the important information. But you can also opt into sharing your phone's diagnostics, which can help Sony improve Xperia products. Next, you can set up your internet connection, either Wi-Fi and mobile data or Wi-Fi only. If you have not already inserted a SIM card, you'll need to do so at this point if you want to connect to a mobile network. Select your Wi-Fi network and input your password when prompted. Now you can choose if you would like to copy all of the apps and data from your previous phone. In this example, we'll be using the Android option. You can begin this process by opening the Google app on your old device, or it may be automatically detected if you already have it turned on and nearby. Follow the instructions and security steps on your previous device. Then you can select which data you would like to copy onto your new phone. Or you can skip this option entirely if you just want to start fresh on your new phone. At this point, you can select which Google services you want to enable, as well as which search provider you want to set as your default. Then you can set up a lock screen code and a fingerprint for security. Setting up your fingerprint is pretty simple and your phone will guide you through the process, but it basically involves scanning your finger a number of times so that your phone can always recognize you. You can use whichever thumb or finger is most comfortable to quickly unlock your phone. And you can even add more fingers later on in the settings menu to give yourself more options. You now also have the option of setting up your Google Assistant. This is similar to setting up your fingerprint in that you can teach Google to recognize your voice specifically by speaking the activation phrase "OK Google" a few times. Set up any cards you would like to use for Google Pay, or you can leave this step for later by skipping. Review any additional apps that you have previously installed. And finally, decide what kind of information you would like to appear on your lock screen. And just like that, you should be ready to go. But here are some things to keep in mind after completing your first time setup. Transferring Google account information during the setup process will transfer all data that has been backed up to your Google account. If you find that there's more data on your old device that has not been backed up and you would like to transfer it, you can do this by using the Xperia Transfer To app. You'll need to have this app installed on both devices, and you can select your transfer method based on what kind of device you have. It's worth noting you can still do this if your old device is not an Xperia. And finally, you can use the pre-installed Xperia Support app from Sony. This app has some great support content from troubleshooting guides, video content, Xperia tests, and even shortcuts to some quick support actions like restarting, updating, and more. You can find this app already installed in your app library or in the settings menu. If you have any more questions about your Sony Xperia, please follow the link in the description for more information. Thank you for watching.